Shiva, Arunachala 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 Shiva,
Namah Shivaya.
Hey, morning.
Morning.
Oh, you're wearing flowers. Lovely.
Thank you. This hair is perfect for you. It really suits you.
Yeah, I like it too. I'm actually thinking of keeping it this way.
You should.
So this is going to be your first production after the accident.
Yes, it is. My first one in April, actually.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, then let me tell you, it gets really hot. And I think we need to be back before lunchtime.
Before lunchtime?
See, we can walk fast and finish it.
Okay, let's do it silent then, because you talk too much.
I talk too much. See, I love being silent, especially during Pradakshina. It saves more energy. You feel the mountain more. You can.
So silent then?
नमः सूर्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नास्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नम ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वाप्याय च मेघ्याय च नमो वाप्याय च वास्तुपाय च नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च रुणाय च नमः शक्ताय च पशुपतये नमः क्षुराय च विष्माय च नमो अग्ने वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो विष्णे सोऽहं शिवोऽहम् सोऽहं शिवोऽहम् सोऽहं शिवोऽहम् सोऽहं शिवोऽहम् सोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
I am that I am. 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 I hear this silence calling me, so softly calling me. I hear the silence calling me to the place where I have always been. I am burning and burning, I am burning and burning in your grace. Surrender, I surrender to the mystery and awaken to thy beauty. I hear this silence calling me, so softly calling me. I hear this silence calling me to the place where I have always been. I am that I am. 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 Soham Shivoham. Soham Shivoham. Soham Shivoham. Soham Shivoham.
So, how do you know this song?
I heard it at Ramesh's satsang.
Oh, really? We used to sing it at Papaji's satsang.
Yeah, I remember a Papaji person coming and singing it for us at Ramesh's place.
Ramesh was pretty tough with new people, isn't he?
Yes, he can be. he has this habit of putting you on the hot seat and asking you this question. When did the seeking begin?
When did the seeking begin? What a beautiful question.
So, when did the seeking begin?
It started with a pain in my heart.
How old were you then?
I had just turned 16 and I woke up one morning and this pain in my heart was so unbearable. I remember that the only thing I could do to get some relief was to go and stay as near as possible to Christ in the church. That was the only thing that took the pain down,
Okay.
even though it didn't relieve it completely. So I actually decided at that time I was going to become a nun.
A nun? At 16? Okay.
Don't worry. Christ said to me that he was there for me, but not in this form. And actually that's when I knew I had to come to India. It didn't happen so quick actually. It was the worst time for my family. We didn't have any money. So I had to go to work.
Oh, but what work did you do?
I showed companies how they could invest their money.
Now, where did you learn to do that?
It's not such a big deal. I just read the papers. I started to understand how the prices of shares were moving. And with this understanding, I could do it.
Oh, so after all this, you had enough money to come to India?
No, I didn't have the patience for that. I made about half the money that I needed. And then I had to beg from my family, my friends, and the companies that I worked for. And this way, I bought a ticket to Bombay.
So, your parents, how did they react?
At first, we had a big fight. My mother refused to let me go. She said she had taken care of me her whole life, and it was my responsibility to stay with her till she died. So I said, in that case, I better kill you now. The pain was too much for me. I had to leave. I had to come to India. Eventually she changed, she let me go, but only after she told me horrible things about India. Like it's a dirty place, they don't have soap, they don't have tampons, this kind of thing. So I prepared myself, I packed a bag full of soap and full of tampons, and I caught my flight to Bombay. And to get my ticket.
But India is such a big place. Did you even know where you were coming to?
Of course not. And I hardly spoke 2 words of English. But I met a guy on Bombay airport who was going to Pune, to Osho Ashram. And I went with him, but unfortunately the day before we arrived, Osho had left the body.
I remember seeing a photo in the newspaper. So there were these Osho devotees. They were singing and dancing and howling at the same time.
I wasn't dancing. I was howling in the street. I didn't stop crying until they got a guy who could speak French to come and talk to me and tell me that I should meditate on Osho, but I had had enough of dead people with Christ. Then another lady came and she told me about Papaji in Lucknow, but I didn't have any money to go. So I had to trade my tampons and my soap. And I didn't have any clothes, I only had warm clothes. So they gave me some maroon robes, 2 maroon robes, and like this, with my ticket, I got a train to Lucknow.
Just 2 maroon robes.
Just 2 maroon robes. And I saw India. Papaji said I could stay, and the pain in my heart disappeared. Papaji was a heartwarmer.
What did you like about his teaching?
Teaching? I didn't speak English at that time. There was no teaching.
Then how did you even choose him as your teacher?
I just told you. He had the Christ effect. Being with him was such a relief, it was like taking out a tight bra.
Right, totally. I get it, continue.
I used to sit at his feet, just smiling. So he called me Mudita.
The smiler.
Didn't have any money at that time, so I would work in the restaurant. Go to satsang every day.
But then where did you sleep?
In the restaurant.
Okay.
Gopika, the pain in my heart had gone. I could breathe, and then 2 things happened. I learned to speak English, and I became normal.
Normal?
I fell in love with the man who taught me English. A cup of tea. A cup of tea.
Wow, did Papaji know?
Of course he knew he was Papa.
Then what happened?
I moved in with my boyfriend, and life changed drastically. I could afford to buy soap and tampons and new clothes.
So it's okay to take money from your boyfriend, huh?
Absolutely. I became pregnant. I spoke to Papaji and he told me my boyfriend would never be able to take care of a child. I considered all of my options. The only thing I could do was to have an abortion. 2 weeks after this, my boyfriend one morning said, "See you in the next life." And he went and got on his bike. He rode to a forest and he took his life. I went to Papaji to ask him if his soul would rest in peace, and he said no. He was thinking of someone when he died and he would come back to find her. After this, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Papaji told people if they saw me, they should give me food. After this, Papaji died, and I realized nothing is permanent. Actually, this was a big relief.
And then the mountain called you.
And the mountain called me.
But you know, it's not true that nothing is permanent. The mountain is always there.
Not when you're sleeping.
All right.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva.
So, Mudita, what do you do for a living?
I paint t-shirts. My boyfriend taught me to do that.
Oh, and that pays you enough?
Enough to live in Tiru, but not enough to go back to France and return again.
France. I had completely forgotten about that place. Do you really have to go back?
Oh yes. Last time I almost got into terrible trouble. My visa had run out. I overstayed by 2 years.
You overstayed by 2 years?
By 2 years. So when I went to the airport, they checked in immigration my passport. No visa. They called the police. They took me in one room. The police were a little angry. They left the room, but with my passport on the table, I didn't know what was happening. Then this other guy comes in. Really gorgeous guy.
How gorgeous.
Like Salman Khan.
Oh.
So he asked me if I have 100 US dollars. For me, this is a lot of money. But what am I going to do with the money if I'm in jail? So I gave it to him. And he said, "Come with me, baby." Took my hand, took me out some way, not the normal way, to get to the plane, which was just about to go. So we just managed to get to the plane in time. She was closing the door. He had to give her this 100 US dollars so that she would let me on. And I went back to France.
With no money.
And no clothes.
And crazier than before.
Completely crazy. So crazy, I was calling the internet cafe guy in Tiru, asking him, "Is the mountain still there?" He would say, "Yes, madam. It is there. I can see it. It's here."
So the mountain did not disappear in sleep after all.
No, it didn't disappear. It was always calling me from moment to moment. What an intense love affair. What would Ramesh say about my story?
I doubt if he would hear your entire story.
No? Where would he stop me?
I think he would stop you at the pain in your heart.
But you didn't make your heart pain, right? Since you didn't start the seeking, you cannot end it. You had nothing to do with it. Let it take you where it will.
Go with the flow. Why bother with progress?
Exactly.
Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
You know, this is the place where I shave my head.
This place?
Yeah. Actually, I met this guy in a tea shop and he told me that Ramana used to get his head shaved here.
You were hoping to get enlightenment if you're touched with the same razor?
Yeah, I can't deny that the thought did cross my mind.
Playing my song.
I hear the silence calling me, so softly calling me to what I have always been. I hear the silence calling me, so softly calling me to what I have always been. I am burning and burning in your grace. I am burning and burning in your grace. I am burning and burning. I am burning and burning. I am burning and burning in your grace. I surrender to this mystery. Awaken to the beauty. I surrender to this mystery. Awaken to the beauty. Silence calling me, so softly